Hi, I'm Andrew Randell, former Canadian national champion and recently retired professional cyclist. Today, I'm going to talk about pedaling efficiency. In over 20 years of racing, I heard lots of different ideas about how to pedal properly. What I learned is that really it starts off the bike. Even before you get on the bike, there are three things you want to look at: your bike position, core stability, and your flexibility. Core stability is the first thing we'll talk about. Core stability is important because with a strong core you can stabilize your hips, and from your hips you generate all your power on the bike. The next thing is flexibility. Flexibility is extremely important to cyclists. When your hip flexors are tight, it shuts down your glute muscles, and your glutes are the big power generator on the bike. The big challenge in our society is that we're always sitting, which tightens up the hip flexors. So it's important to pay attention to your stretching and stay flexible. A proper bike fit will have the greatest impact on your efficiency. Getting a proper bike fit is one of the best investments you can make for your cycling. These days there are certified bike fitters and you'll be able to find one locally. My only caveat is that while we all want to look like professional cyclists, we probably don't have their flexibility on the bike. Make sure your fit is appropriate to your level of riding. Now that you've addressed those three things, let's talk about how you actually put power into the pedals on the bike. Basically, there's a debate between two techniques, whether to pedal in a circle or to focus on the downstroke. Pedaling in a full circle, where you both push down and pull up actively, is the traditional view of how to pedal efficiently. In this traditional view of pedaling, force is applied into the pedals for as much of the stroke as possible by actively pushing down and actively pulling up with your hamstrings, thereby making a circle as you pedal. A modern view of pedaling is to focus on the downstroke, putting power into the pedal between 2 and 5 o'clock. There is ongoing debate about which technique is better. I do think that the science backs up focusing the power on your downstroke. A study done as far back as the early 1980s with the 7-Eleven professional cycling team validated the fact that you should focus on your downstroke to maximize your pedaling efficiency. And now, with the advent of power meters, we see that many of the best cyclists in the world do in fact focus their power on their downstroke. Why focus on the downstroke? Because your hip extenders and your glutes are much more powerful than your hamstrings and calves, which would be applied in the upstroke where you're trying to do a full circle. Improving your pedaling technique is something to work on consistently. Try riding at different cadences, and when you go out on easy days, make sure you focus on your technique. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at andrew@arcoaching.ca. I'm Andrew Randell. Get out there and ride.